a look at what you do exactly, and of course then we can go to the news announcement today as well after that. Yeah.
Plukka is an international, omni-channel, multi-brand retailer of fine designer jewelry. That's a huge mouthful. But we're a bricks and clicks company, which serves as a platform for independent jewelry designers around the world. Plus, we have our own proprietary brand of jewelry.
No inventory?
We've got no inventory, which is a...
Even for your own?
Even for our own products, that's correct.
Okay, so today's news is that you're going on to the ASX, and this is being done by the reverse takeover route by the holding company here as well, which is this is Continuation Investments, yeah?
Correct, correct. That's an ASX-listed company already, and we'll be doing a backdoor listing in October. And it's been very expedient and very fast and relatively low cost compared to other listing options, and we also meet all the listing requirements. It establishes, it reinforces our relationship to the entire region, and there's a very strong investor base in Hong Kong where we're headquartered as well.
What advantages does that bring to your brand?
It's like a form of public VC financing. It allows us to raise the working capital that we need for our global expansion plans, specifically to tackle the American market. Also, it brings, it confers more credibility and legitimacy to us as a consumer brand, which is a very important selling point to the public, especially for a jewelry brand where transaction values average out at anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 US.
Let's just talk a little bit about how, going back to how it works. And so how does your independent jeweler really get onto Plukka? They come to us through any number of avenues. It could be through a trade show, through a blind solicitation, from a referral from a trusted fashion opinion leader. We basically, I vet the quality of their designs, their creativity. I determine if they have what it takes, the talent and the longevity to be on the platform. That's what I was going to go on to, which is essentially you need to have some sort of standard here as well, otherwise it can lead to brand degeneration. Oh,
absolutely. I mean, first, Plukka is very much about uncompromising creativity. That's actually the cornerstone, I would say, of the brand ethos. And also, of course, we launch a designer a week, meaning that I don't want to be...
You've got to come up with a designer a week, then.
Yes, actually, but you'd be surprised. There's no... the pipeline of creativity, there's no problem with that. I think we don't want to cannibalize the existing stable of designers, so we avoid any overlap in every new designer's aesthetic. I also want to know that the designer has a talent that and is worth investing in over a longer period of time, because it's very expensive to launch each new designer. We do all the marketing, copywriting, and photography for each new product and designer.
So everything that is sold, you get a cut of, I'm assuming here.
We actually, not only do we get a cut of it, I would say that it's much more favorable than that. We actually enjoy full retail margin while holding no inventory, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's getting the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Exactly. But we're not like an e-commerce shopping platform which is merely taking a slice, typically a commission of anywhere between 10 and 20%. We're actually taking full retail margin, the type that you would find at a department store or a specialty
Which is
retailer.
roughly?
Which is anywhere between 40 and 70%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
No, so it's an excellent business model, and the cash cycle is excellent.
So you have to manage this and have this quality, upkeep that we're talking about here as well. But there must be limits then on how many jewelers you can really have. I'm assuming.
Yes,
so
yes.
You've got to have that. And how do you manage that?
I think that there's two imperatives here. We want to keep our online audience very engaged, and having a designer a week is an excellent way, because people are very captivated by the identity of a designer, their personality. That doesn't mean that we focus on everybody equally when it comes to, for example, showcasing them in a brick-and-mortar operation, such as our boutique, or in a trunk show, which is like a moving boutique, which we're going to be commencing a nationwide series of trunk shows in the United States in September.
Sure.
Although we have over 40 designers, not every designer is going to be represented in those trunk shows necessarily.
Sure, very quickly, why Plukka?
It was because every single English word was already registered as an online domain name, and I was riffing on a name for a PowerPoint, and I basically combined pluck and pukka, two of my favorite words, and it stuck.